going on, guys? How y'all doing
today?
It's been a little bit of a while before I last talked to y'all, and as you can see, I'm a little bit more cleaned up than the last time you saw me. I told you I was going to get a haircut. Did you believe me? Write down in the comments if you believed me last time you saw me. Just relaxing before actually going to work and whatnot. Just a bit of thinking and just enjoying some time alone. Well, not really alone. Got the cat. Say hey to everybody. Say hi. It is cold this morning. Like literally, it was 33 degrees outside. So it's not the best weather or anything like that. But hey, it could be a whole lot worse. How you doing? How y'all doing out there in the world? Is it cold where you're at? Is it a little bit warmer? But let's talk. Let's talk about some stuff. I want to tell y'all something about me that probably a lot of people know, but not too many people know. She knows about it. But, if you're watching this, you probably don't know if it's about me. And, you probably would never really think of it if you look at me, through these videos and whatnot. Just want to let you know that I'm a wrestling fan. Yeah, me. I've been watching wrestling, God. I'm sorry. That was too funny. Yeah, I've been a wrestling fan since I can even remember. Probably since about 2 or 3. And watching it with my great grandfather, because he watched wrestling all the time. He used to watch pretty much WCW, which was more of the southern kind of style wrestling and whatnot. And then I kind of watched a little bit of that, but then I progressed into watching WWF as well. And I have been hooked on it ever since, just watching all this kind of stuff about the storyline and then just seeing these guys putting their bodies on the line and doing all these kind of moves and theatrics and whatnot, and it just really caught my attention. It was really cool, and just all the characters, all the storylines, like I said before, it just makes it to where it was fun to watch and whatnot. And of course, you got the people, which I know there's probably a lot of them, who say, well, wrestling's fake and whatnot. Yes, I know that wrestling is not real. I mean, I know that people don't try to go out there, smash people in the heads with chairs or put people through tables all the time. I understand that. This is for show. This is for, entertainment. That's why it's called sports entertainment. But you also got to think about this. Yes, I know that this is fake, but we're also having people who are into, like, The Walking Dead with zombies, and Harry Potter with wizards, and Twilight with vampires and werewolves and whatnot. But you don't see people, saying like, hey, that's fake, right? Everybody knows that this is fake. But the thing about it for me is I know all the time and effort these professional wrestlers, these entertainers put into their craft. I mean, just think about it. You're acting and you're pretty much doing a lot of stuff, movement wise, putting your body through so much stuff that's not just about being, it's so much stuff that you gotta put into it. That's why I have been watching it for so long. I mean, through all the good times and more recently through all the bad times, but it's been getting a lot better within the last, I'll probably say within the last 2-3 years, more within the last year or so. All these wrestlers that you can probably think of, you got the Hulk Hogan's before we knew that he was racist. People like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. You got Triple H, The Undertaker, who is my personal all-time favorite. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, the list can go on and on. Ric Flair, Sergeant Slaughter, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I mean, like I said, the list goes on and on. Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes, The American Dream. There's so many people that, and it's funny because wrestling kind of has transcended into mainstream media as well. Like, a lot of people you would think that would not like wrestling actually do. And you see all these celebrities and all these people talking about, using it and whatnot. So it's fun, and it's a great time to be a wrestling fan, in my opinion, right now, just because of all the good stuff that's going on. I know for me, I grew up during the time called the Attitude Era, where that's when wrestling really just picked up, where really just, all the exciting things happened with all the great matches that came about during that time. It was really good to be a wrestling fan then. Yeah, I know a lot of people who are around my age, some of my friends, they watched it during that time, and they were in the same realm as me. And now, how wrestling is now, you get a lot of people who say, "Oh, wrestling is not as good as it used to be in the past." Well, you got to think about it. That was a different era. That was a different time to where they were able to do a little bit more stuff just because there was more competition. You had WCW and WWF at the time, and they were both battling each other. So of course, there was going to be putting more stuff. There was going to go balls to the wall. They were going to go to the extreme, not ECW wise, but they kind of, just wanted to make things a little bit more interesting than they have in the past. It wasn't just your old grandfather's wrestling, just the generic wrestlers and kind of regular storylines with good versus evil. It was just more kind of getting into real life situations, and it just made it to where it was more relatable. It made it more interesting then. And that is why I continue to watch it, because these are my soaps. These are my soap operas and whatnot. So these are, when you have your grandparents who watch stories like these, that's me. And with wrestling and whatnot, that's what I like about it. It's an interesting time, and I feel like if you used to watch wrestling but you haven't watched it in a long time, you might want to start right now, just because there's so much stuff going on. Wrestlers have really picked up the game. The women wrestlers have definitely stepped up. The Divas Revolution is going strong with people like Bayley, Charlotte, Paige, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax. I mean, the list can go on and on. I mean, Dana Brooks, Emma. There's a lot of good female wrestlers out there. Naomi, Tamina. They have really just stepped up the game and really proved that women wrestling is coming back with vengeance. And I love it. And all the guy wrestlers, the tag team division, has been kind of lacking as of late, but it's definitely seeing better times with people like the New Day, which, oh my God, they are awesome. They are funny as all get out, and if you want a good laugh, they will bring you a good laugh. It's awesome just to see what kind of stuff they do. Oh my goodness, I can go on and on just talking about wrestling. What do you think? Do you think I should try to make a little segment, do like a little segment here and there, talking about different stuff? Because there's so many different wrestlers that I want to talk about. People like Bray Wyatt, who I feel like is being very underestimated right now with all the stuff. I mean, he is such a great talker, such a great wrestler, but the way that they're using him right now, I feel like they're missing out on a lot of good stuff. And I just feel like something about him is just going to really be picking up very soon. People like Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan. God, Daniel Bryan is such a great wrestler. And with all of his injuries, it's just unfortunate because he brings so much stuff to the ring. But, I mean, we still got people like Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Tyler Breeze, Kevin Owens. You got people in NXT like Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn. I mean, it's crazy right now. Apollo Crews, who I will believe is going to be the next face of the company. I can guarantee you that. There is so much stuff that I can talk about, and I feel like I want to talk about more in later vlogs and try to maybe, let you see my insights on certain things, maybe talk about certain pay-per-views, talk about certain wrestlers, talk about certain storylines that's going on. And maybe, who knows, maybe it might work, maybe it might not. But that is what I want to try to do a little bit more on this channel. Try to I won't say that it's going to be a weekly thing. I'm not going to even say it's going to be a monthly thing. It's just going to be one of those things where I talk about and we'll just see what happens. I just want to talk about my love for wrestling. That's what I did today. And hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. If you're a wrestling fan, hit the thumbs up. And let me know in the comments down below if you watched wrestling in the past, and if you did, or if you, even if you still do, who are your favorite wrestlers, or what was some of your favorite wrestling moments? No matter if it was from a pay-per-view, a Raw, SmackDown, or even if you've been to a show, you know, in your local town or city. What was something that you liked about it? So let me know down in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe so you can know more about my love for wrestling and everything else that I got love for, and share it around. Let people know about this channel, and let people know that wrestling is still going strong. It's still as good as it has been, and it's only going to get better with time. I promise you on that. So yeah, let's just end it there. So I'll talk to you next time, and take it easy. Peace.